It's always a difficult one because now what we need to do is build the database. You've just spent a lot of time, a lot of effort finding out what your perfect customer looks like. You know the size of them, you know geography, you know how they buy, you know the motivators, you know the people within the organisations. We've got a good understanding now of your perfect customer, the people you want to be communicating with, the people you want to be engaging with. Fantastic. One of the issues we then come across is when we're talking with new customers and then say, yep, we've got a database, and they give us their database. We look through it and we've already sat down, we agreed that we're targeting manufacturing companies in the northeast of England with 10 million turnover. We want to hit the IT director and the finance director. We then get hold of the list and we find that we've got retailers down in London, we've got people that own quarries in Wales, we don't know who the contacts are, we've got some phone numbers. So the whole campaign is geared towards a certain set of data, but the data that lots of companies hold is out of date, it's incorrect, and it doesn't meet that target. We also have a specific issue at the moment in terms of GDPR. It's been in the front of people's minds, it's been in the media. If you're using legitimate interest as your basis for processing data, you need to have a legitimate interest to communicate with those key individuals. If you don't know who the individuals are, or if you know those individuals would never buy from you, it's very difficult to justify legitimate interest. So by understanding your target market, having data that meets your target market, and these are the people that will buy from you, these are the people that are interested in your products and services, you're helping to comply with your GDPR policies. One thing we always say to clients about direct marketing, about lead generation, certainly direct marketing, it's the clues in the name. You're marketing directly to the people that will buy and influence the decisions into your product and services. You don't want to be marketing directly to people that will never buy from you, because again, you're wasting time, you're wasting money, you're wasting effort. You're never going to get those engagements. So we have to make sure that your data reflects exactly the research that we did in stage one, and it meets your needs, and it's full of people that can and will buy from you. The first stage is companies. We need to find the companies, we need to build those. It might be that we can go and look at people like Companies House and we can source the companies that meet your criteria. It may be that we need to look at trade lists, it may be that we need to do research online to find those organisations. Once we've got the organisations, we understand the turnover of them, we've got the address, we've got their contact details, we then need to, in our case, speak to the receptionist, find out who is it within an organisation that makes the decisions, that's involved in the decision into your products and services. All of the time we're building that list that meets your criteria, and then finally we find out their email addresses. Again, from speaking to the receptionist, we find out if it's okay to email these people to send them some information. And what we find is we've got a database that meets your exact criteria in terms of organisations, and we have the people that are going to buy from you.